Know somebody who had probably a great weekend, a great 1st, 2nd, 3rd of July, 4th of July, and is still beaming right now because our friend Brett Moffitt, the NASCAR Truck Series driver from Grimes, Iowa, was successful once again last Friday night, Jackie, at Chicagoland Speedway. And he is joining us right now, as we promised him last time he was in studio with us from his Mooresville, North Carolina location at the race shop. First of all, Brett Moffitt, congratulations, man. How many does that make this year now for you?
That's win number 3 in the books. I feel like we should have had a few more, but it was great to get one back at Chicagoland Speedway and pull into victory lane. The Midwest swing has been good for us, and we hope to continue that momentum.
Now, when Brett was here, Jackie, we were talking about the fact that, he was really on a roll. He had all the ducks in a row and everything pointing in the right direction. But after Iowa, he was done. They didn't have any financing for his race team, and Chicagoland Speedway, which was one of Brett's favorite tracks, you guys were fundless going into Chicago, right?
Yeah, we were, and fortunately, Marcus and everybody at Freight Auctions, who I was his first ever sponsor in NASCAR back in 2015, and then we've kind of been in contact ever since, and he said if we ever get in a pinch to let him know, and we were certainly in a pinch going into Chicagoland Speedway, and those guys stepped up, and I was able to give them their first trip to victory lane. So that was really special, and he was there, and he's ecstatic, and it really makes it a lot of fun because he's as passionate about the sport as I am, and he doesn't only do it for the marketing, he does it because he loves it too, and that makes it a lot of fun.
Yeah, we're watching the final lap of the event from Chicagoland Speedway. John Hunter Nemechek went high, you went low, and you drove underneath him. At that time, what was running through your head?
Get around him as quick as possible. I knew we were a little bit better through 1 and 2. I knew if I was going to make a move, it had to happen there. And I went for that move, and at the same time, he had a mechanical issue. So it really just worked out a little bit easier than I thought it was going to. For sure, I thought we were going to have a battle all the way to the line, but unfortunate for their circumstances. But, it ended up working out in our favor, and that's why the race isn't over till it's over. It's why you never give up and why you keep battling.
Now, if he didn't have any mechanical issues, you had a heck of a run going there. Just doing the math in your head, watching that. Do you think you would have had a chance to catch him before that final corner?
Yeah, I had a big run off of 4 and all the way down the front stretch, which gave me an opportunity to dive to the inside. I don't know if it would have stuck or if it would have held on off of turn 2. I think he would have had the momentum again, and it would have been a battle through 3 and 4 all the way to the checkered. But I think we still would have had a shot at the win. I don't think it necessarily gave it to us. It just kind of secured it when he had that issue.
Knowing that there was a chance you might not have participated in this race due to lack of funding at the time, does that make this win any different in your eyes?
Certainly. I think, not knowing whether they're going to the racetrack or not, and then to go to victory lane at the racetrack, that's huge. And I think just for everyone here and everyone that's a part of this program, that just really says a lot about our team and about our spirit. Even though we had all that confusion and not knowing, we still prepared a race-winning truck. And these guys prepared a race-winning truck here. And I'm just the fortunate guy that gets to drive it. But I think it just speaks about our passion, about our drive. And I think, if we can keep moving on, that shows how we're going to fight for this championship.
Yeah, I loved your tweet yesterday for the 4th of July. A great picture of your whole gang in victory lane. Whose idea was it to put that together?
The tweet was mine, but the American flag in victory lane, that was all me and my crew guys. We want to give back to those who keep our freedom and defend our rights here, and I'm a big supporter of the military and all the men and women that have made the ultimate sacrifice and their families. So it was really special in Chicago. I don't know if you guys saw it or not, but we actually had red, white, and blue gloves, and we were able to sign them and give them each to a family. Every driver in the Truck Series had them. We gave them to a family of somebody in the military after the race, and it was really special.
That is really cool. Now, what's going on forward from here? We had Chicagoland. We had them, taken care of, so you had a chance to participate. Now, the reason this is really important is because you, seriously, Brett, you have a legitimate shot of winning the championship now, but you have to participate in the races, right?
Yeah, we do. So we have to start every race things are looking up. Certainly, the more wins, the more we're in the light, and the more opportunity for sponsors we're getting. And right now, I know we still have somewhat of Eldora open. Bristol's open, and I think other than that, we're looking pretty good. So if we can keep closing that sponsorship gap, I know Bristol's going to be the next big race that we have open, and we're going to keep working on that. So we'll keep moving forward, and I think we're going to be in this championship fight.
But I love the overall message, whether you're on the track or off the track, or you're saying never give up, because amazing things can happen.
It's life's hard, and my dad taught me that better than anybody, and he's the reason I'm still here today, and he keeps pushing me, and we're going to keep working. All you got to do is put your head down and work and make great things happen.
That is awesome. And also looking forward to seeing how you're going to do at Eldora, because you've been great on the dirt here. People watched you for years on dirt and all the short tracks around here in Iowa over the years. And now to get a competitive truck on dirt when you really have a legitimate shot for the championship, that's going to have to feel real special. And that's what we're talking about at Eldora, right?
Exactly, yeah. So I race dirt in dirt cars, though, Lou, that are meant for dirt, and these trucks are not necessarily built to go around a dirt track, so I think it's going to be a little bit of a learning experience.
Yeah, but Brett, didn't you climb in one of the dirt trucks here?
I did,
and give it a shot? Well, then you got all kinds of experience. We don't want to have any excuses then.
I did, yeah. Carl Moyer was let me run one once or twice, and hopefully that knowledge transfers over.
Yeah, see that? So the truck series around here could pay dividends in the Camping World Truck Series.
I'm good with that. Well, let's hope so. Let's hope so.
All right, now you mentioned you're going to be running. The next race is a week from today, which is a little unusual having a Thursday race, isn't it?
Yeah, we got a Thursday night race at Kentucky Speedway, and I was fortunate enough to race some cup races there and one truck race a couple years ago. So it's a great racetrack, a fun racetrack, and I think we'll have some success there.
Now we can see behind you, you're at the race shop right now. Tell everybody a little bit about your race team and how many people are actually employed at your place going up against the powerhouse, like say the Gibbs organization.
Yeah, so this is our race shop here in Mooresville, North Carolina, and I think we got about 6 or 7 trucks. One of which is a backup. One is going to be our dirt truck for Eldora, and then one's a super speedway truck for Daytona and Talladega. So when you take all those out of play, then we got 2 short track trucks and 2 mile-and-a-half trucks. So we don't have a ton of stuff, but what we have is really good quality, and then our people also is really good quality people. And I think we have one guy that stays here at the shop. Other than that, our whole team is our road crew. So everybody you see in that victory lane picture, and that's including the pit crew, which are not full-time with us by any means, and they just show up to the racetrack. So we don't have a ton of stuff or a ton of people, but what we have is really quality people, and I keep preaching that because it's true. And Shiggy Hattori did a good job of putting the right people in the right places to make this a successful race team, and I think it's starting to make the bigger teams mad that we're winning this much, but we're okay with it.
You're okay with it. And we're okay with it too, aren't we, Jackie? Yeah.
Oh my gosh, it's amazing when we can say how a local guy is doing so well.
All right, and one final question before we go, because I ran into some folks over the weekend. They want to know if you're coming back for Super Nationals.
I would like to, yes. Still. If the schedule allows, I will certainly be there. Yes, yes.
Okay, will you get behind the wheel of a car at Super Nationals?
Well, I'm not coming back unless I am behind the wheel. So, yeah, I still got to work that out. I got to work that out, but I would love to come back and race Super Nationals again. That's always a great event. And as you know, I like racing anything I can. So if I can be behind the wheel, I will be.
All right, people want to follow you on social media, Brett. How can they do so?
On Twitter, just at Brett Moffitt, and on Instagram at Brett Moffitt Racing. So make sure to follow along. I've been trying to do better with social media. I don't know how I'm doing, but make sure to follow along, and I'll do my best.
All right, buddy. You take care and bring home another trophy, my friend, okay?
We'll try, and I just want to give my thoughts out to Larry and his family as well. As you know, he's a very passionate sports reporter, and I always love talking to him. So I'm feeling your loss and everybody's pain in that one, and just want to send my thoughts and prayers out to them.
We will pass that along today at the
thank
funeral
you.
too. Thank you so much, Brett, and good luck to you.
Thank you.
All right, there you have it. Brett Moffitt from Grimes, Iowa.
Great kid.
What a class act. We will